Face to face. In order for me to get this telephone face to face with me, I have to. Is this face to face? I'm doing it this way because I'm on Windows 10 and this phone, it's a phone because it's square, right? But it's not a calculator because it's got a video in it. Now I'm acting really silly. And I'm acting really silly because after all week coming on here and saying I didn't do anything today to my son and everybody else, I didn't do anything. What a week. I collected more information in thought, in recognizing things that were pertinent to me, irrelevant of what they are, other than small things like Windows 10. I talked from the beginning of time, which is my time, and I only started 5-6 years ago on the videos, that we should have Windows and Windows, in where it doesn't matter where the virus comes in, it only comes into one window. And poof, you press a button, poof, the window goes away. Windows and Windows. The window goes away, but the mouse is frozen. Poof! Throw away that mouse too. We'll put another cursor on the screen. Push another button on your keyboard. You got another mouse, another cursor, and nothing's frozen. Everything runs with balls. When the balls that are connected are no longer connected properly, remove a ball or remove the line of balls, throwing away the mouse that goes with it. So many things to say. Oh my God. Oh, I don't want to know about Reiki and chakra and anything else, because if I do, they're going to have numbers. And right away, once I see chakra, Reiki, or any of this, I don't know what leaves he's going to rake up or what leaf or belief that you have. From the leaf the Indians run around in their head, the belief of one. Hey, look, I got surround vision. I see myself as I move. Hey, Ronnie, where are you going? Oh, you call yourself Ronnie. Have you ever looked at your husband and go, Barney, what are we going to do? I don't know, Wilma. Wilma's not, well, but Wilma and Barney are not husband and wife. It's a neighbor. But I've seen Barney talk to Wilma, but now I'm offline, right? Will, ma, 2 words. Relationship, they connect them together because the world is connected together. Wilma and bet ties. You make the bet and you got a tie, right? You made a bet, I'll put $2 on the 6 horse, and if he wins, you've tied. How do you tie if you win? Because that money will now connect electronically to whatever value it has, and it's all tied up. 19 plus 2, 21. 39 plus 2, 41. How come? Because beta is divided. How do you want to go between her legs? Well, she can have one leg, but it's written in a perfect world. Beta has one leg. All the men are in the field. If they're not in the field, they're at home. And if they're at home forever, how can they eat? They got to support themselves. We can help for the handicap. But after that, you don't want to help yourself? We can't let you tear down the spider web that we live. If you're going to falter, we're going to help you forever. If you can no longer work, well, you're one of the helpless. You're the elderly that brought us into the world. Maybe you can help us at home some other way. Sing us a song. We drag on in hospital beds and we drag them on, but their mind is alive. And they want to sing that song, and they're living as long as they can talk and speak. As long as the heart has a beat and there's a reason for being laid back. I'm all over the place. I definitely am. And I have a right to be, because I'm with myself. Nobody saw. My son asked me, he said, Dad, you talk to yourself? I go, yes. And I listen too. Oh, I just remember. Did 2 videos and hardly anything on numbers. And I really want to talk about numbers because you see that? It's backwards for you, right? Well, that's 16 times 16, and that's 18 times 18, and that's 17 times 17. From this angle, looks like a 15. When you kick back a little mark on the bottom of a 7 going the other way, that 7 looks like a 5, and from behind, she looks like a 2. You know what I'm saying? Looks like a 5, looks like a 2. Hey, baby, you're number 1. You look like a 5 out of 5, but you're number 1. Isn't that the way Mars is number 51? Okay, it's altered current. The letter M, Earth is 5, 1, 3, 5. Earth and Mars brings the DC power, the fourth and the third planet. M and E, M and M. 13, 13, 135, two aces come together. Make a perfect match. You know why? Because when 3 meets 4, 4 is 3. 4 and 3, they're the same. That extra dot in the center, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That dot in the center? Are you kidding me? Those 4 are the same as these 4, are the same as these 4. So 3, see that dot in the center? Screw that dot. We don't care. We all got a hole in the center. 3 matches up with 4. They're gone. They're kissing. They're kissing babies. They're the just continuation. 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. I said it. 5 keeps you alive. 625. We're missing 3 and 4. 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. 256. We're missing 3 and 4. 256, 512 memory. If I doubled the 256 to 512, do I half 312.5? 1, 2, 3, 5. The multiplication. So I take 625, cut it in half, 3.125, 3.12, 104, 104 communication, 0.5 through the sun. I'm not quite sure what that means yet, but I feel my heart vibrating. Hold on, I have to speak to God. Oh, he's doing good. He's doing really good, I'm telling you. Hold on. He wants to say something else. But he wants me to transcript it. God says, I want you to transcript this. And he says, how do I transcript it? There you go. Transcription. Now I see all the words of God a whole different way. But I still remember, yes, sir, can I open the door for you? Do you need anything, sir? Excuse me. That's the 3rd time you're asking me. I think you should be more polite. And if you don't want to be polite, take the other side of the door, because on this side of the wall, it only goes one way. When we no longer want to work that way, we go on the other side of the wall and we play ball with other people. But in this house, there's only one way to go. That's why we go into the house and out of the house, and into the house and out of the house. Because in the house, if it's not perfect, the house falls down. Isn't that what they said? Into the house and out of the house. They went into the house and out of the house. They went into the house and out of the house. Because in the house, mother says you got to study. You got to take care of your kids, your cats, your dogs. You got to go into the barn. You got to make sure the cow is milked and we got something on the table for next morning's breakfast. Have you done your homework yet? Mary Jane, what are you doing? Oh, I'm in the backyard. Don't bother with me. I've been sunshined on all day and then they rained on me. Piss. Oh my God, it's good. But when you smoke me, you bring in the 2nd dimension of the Lord of the universe, the one who owns one thing that you do not own in the area that you are at presently, and that is the cell. You are home, the bringer, the receiver of the spirit, and And I didn't believe in Reiki, and my ex-wife said Reiki and chakra and this, and I'm going, who, what, where, what time is the next race? Is somebody playing pool? I'll play you. I'm definitely going to lose. Give me a couple of strokes in advance, and I said, don't stroke me off. I've been jacked off a lot in my life, and without Jack, we're nowhere. Jack gets the big hook. He brings you in, takes you out. Could have canes on things, right, George? Beautiful cane, George. Beautiful. George, you know George Merson? He makes beautiful canes. I had to say what I was thinking, right, Nikki? Nicole. Coals on fire, hot smoke in the air. Poof, the Indians by the fire. Smoking that peace pipe, looking for the spirit of God, watching the animals come through the forest. Yet they're in the middle of the city because they know where the mind goes, that's where you are. What you see and what he sees and what you compare at the visual vision is what it is at the moment. You can't say different. But with one envisions, it's always different and always the same. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Can I take you for a little walk? Can I take you? Know what? I had that plugged in. You know that? I have this plugged in and oh my God, I feel like someone's talking to me. I've got two of them. Wow, now when I talk, I feel like I'm on Mars or something. Anyways, listen to this. Let's go down the planets before we go. It's only 10 minutes, okay? And you're going to like it anyways because it's numbers and it's easy. We've got Mercury. It's 103. That's the number count in the letters. MECU, okay? But inside of Mercury, there's an E, there's a C, okay? And that's an it. It's 120. Give Mercury 120 for two letters under the value of 9. And there are 9 above 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Above and below, right? Just a different way of looking at things. Now we have Venus, 81, 9. So Mercury is 103, Venus is 81. But it becomes 163, Mercury. 613 laws of Moses. 361, which is the cycle of the Hebrew moon, 19 times 19, 361, 1 degree more than a complete year. 1 degree more of the complete year after 360 years. The next year is the birthday. So we, every 1,440 minutes in a day, every 361, 1,440 minutes in the day, a fractal time movement equals to Earth's birthday. Are we following yet? 361, 19 times 19 artificial intelligence. 361 plus 19 and 19, or 10 and 10, or 1 and 1 is 2. Why 10 and 10? Because 10 is a number. 10 has 3 digits. 1, 2, 6, 10, all have 3 numbers, beta and alpha. Okay, beta and alpha. Nobody else does. 10, 6, and 1, 16, 17. We got the 7th gate. The one spirit passes in within. Oh God, oh please. The golden rod has passed through within me. It went right through my hole. Is it the gold that's actually pliable? That the esophagus is somehow golden, or within the lungs that are golden, that when we breathe, it opens up just like a cheese bag to let the air in, and we can depict what the Spirit is sending us. Is that what the gold is? Because the Holy Ghost comes in, and when she goes out and it's cold outside, she comes out white. White like a ghost. Casper. Cash, can you spare? Let's see. So we have 4 for Mercury, and we have 9. 9 times 4 is 36 plus 13. Perfect. Alternate current inside A and B. And A and B create C, which is Earth. And Earth is number 52. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 plus 2 is 7. Perfect. Creates a 7th gate in the 10 world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6, 5, 5, 5, 5, 20. Keep that in my ear, I hear me better. I like this. How you doing? Hey, baby? Yeah. Entertainment to me. So now we have actually Mercury, which is 103, 163, becomes 10. 10 becomes 16. Venus is 9, becomes 7 and 9. 7 and 9 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. Between 1 and 2, it equals 7. 1 and 2 is 3. 7 re 3, Genanu. 7, 1 and 2. Piano, G-A-B, backwards the bag, or a ring that we wear between 1 and 2 that creates 3. It's the ring of 3 that goes around the 2. Ring goes around the 2, but only 2 sides actually touch on the ring, if you want to look at it that way. So 1, 2, 3, these two are sticks. Okay, how about this one? 1, 2, 3 are sticks. Earth is part of the ring, in the ring, but the ring is Mars. Mars takes these 3 fingers and he puts a ring around them. Or is it these 3 fingers? And he puts a ring around these 3 fingers. 1 around 2, 1 and 2, creating Earth. Earth is the ring that goes around. So now we have 4 and 5, and that's the sun. So let's do it a little bit quicker. 4, okay, we started with Mercury, right? Mercury, or 19 times 19, the cycle of the moon artificial intelligence, A and I. Or the S letter, which says eyes, or isle. Okay, that's the way I like to look at it, because that's what it brings to me. AIS, I bring E and L into it right away, because A comes with B once the E is present. Once the E is present, the B is present. But you can't see it, because it took the B and the C to create the E. But you don't know. Don't tell anybody. The piano tells me that center C meets at key 24 and 28, right? No, key 24 and 29. We all know the 29th key is C. 2 and 9 is 12. 2 and 9 is 11, 1 and 1 is 2. But when you bring the 29th key from the right to the left, it becomes the C key. So the key that you see, you can actually feel it if you press it on the piano, if you know what your keys are. Anyways, sets of keys, keys of weight. Okay, now we're going to get back to this. 19 times 19 is 361, plus 19 and 19, which equals to 38, which is the church, because C and H, church, that's C and H, U, C and H, and the U is the 21st letter, so those are the first 2 that came together. You know what I'm saying? These 2 came together, and this one comes with it. Automatic, right? Unless these are both. These 2, let's say these 2 are B, right? This way it really works out if we do it this way. This one and this one is B. A is this one. And the 2 that are open is the 9 lives of the cat, 2 and 4. This is the real way. This is the way to make the triangle. Now that I look at it a second time, it's not that I'm wrong, but I see a better way that pushes the original building of what I did, and where I said these 3 come together, right? Now I say we need to split apart. I mean, obviously, the dice show they're split apart, so I can't put them together. It doesn't make any sense. And this is what I've been doing for 10 years. Oh. Does it make any sense? But this makes sense with this. Now, we take these 2 on this hand, and the other hand we put them together, and that's Mars. That locks everything up. And the reason we'd have this is because in order to turn something, right? In order to turn something, you can't turn something unless you're putting pressure like this. I can just move away my nose. So let's do this. Let's do it real quick. So anyways, 19 and 19 equals 38, plus 19 times 19 is 361, plus 19 and 19 is 30, is 399. Jupiter, Jupiter, Jupiter. It equals to 297. Okay, one way. And I'm really not sure what that is. I do. It's the birth, okay, of 9, of how you set up your fingers. These 2 and the other 2, 1 in the center is 9, because 9 goes through the hole. Look who's coming. Look who's coming. One of my answers. What about these 2 guys? What about the holes over here? You know how many holes I got here? I've got a picture up on the wall over there. I should just take you over there. And I don't know if I have it here. No, I don't have it here, but it had to do with the eyes. You know, it had to do with the eyes, but this over here, 4 times 91. If you add 1 to 13, it equals to 91. It's a suit and a deck of cards. This is stuff I did about 6 years ago. Primary. Before Mary, before Jesus, Jewish creation of mythology. Moses, Mo de Zeus, which means the word of Zeus. As Moses created the Greek gods, as Mo equals word equals Zeus equals myth, to encourage the nations to continue on the march. The shofar blasts of one God Tekiah, 3 hearts created the universe, Shavurim. To 9 blasts for the universe, God that created the universe. Here is the chakra. Into numbers, it's been years, but I leave it there because I can't put it away, because I haven't completed it. The word of Zeus 4,000 years ago, existence of the Greek words, lies and encouragement. Great never is the best. Try harder. E is spirit, I is man, connection, angel, program, past the matrix, cleansing. Truth. To trust. The road runner. You. Jesus crosses the road. H. Moses crosses the road. H. The heaven or the hell, the crooked desire, and the broken heart. T. How many ways to say equals? Diamonds. Superman. Diamond. Superman. See what happens in diamond? See what happens in diamond over here? Right? The point. The hardest point in the diamond. This is the point that goes across. You see the cross? Do I have that here? Where's my hand? Yeah. The cross in the ground. See this point here and this point here? I'm going to explain that in a further video. Then there's a few other things. Mythology is the reason we continue to never give up. Be kind as the Lord of Truth. And here's a little, see the dog? See the sun rocking? It rocks with the ocean and it never stops, keeping the sun and everything, all the energies alive all at the same time with magnets. Just has to move back and forth, back and forth. This goes up and down, okay? All we need to do is have the fish, if we want, jump over it. Every time a fish jumps over it, all we need is 2-3 times a day, you jump over it, and all of a sudden, the sun starts coming up on the other side of the world and goes another 360 degrees around. And you know what? Everything, this whole world was made up because this is what I'm telling as my story. This is what I see. I can't say it exactly because I don't know exactly. But what I do know, what I am most certain, is that there's something out there, okay, that can actually snap this world. You can see this whole world just completely dissolve, and you'd wake up somewhere and go, oh my God, it's just a dream. Raphael 7286 on a constellation of Pegasus. Oh, you can see my ceiling. I didn't even know. Thank you for watching. Actually, let's see if we can see. Where's my favorite man? Oh, here he is. Here he is. Hold on. I don't know who he is to you, but see that guy up there? See that? I like him very much. He reminds me of the Bugs Bunny show. Do you remember he made him turn into this little thing and he ran away? You know, that pink little thing. How about the firewood up on the wall? See the firewood? Over there, firewood up on the wall. And the time and the hour, if you don't know the time and hour, 6:41 at night. Okay, so you got my birth date on the wall, and I've shown enough. That's it. You've seen enough of me for now. That's it. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. How do you stop? Oh, my camera's upside down? Am I going to come upside down? I hope not. Thank you for watching.